Hello and welcome to another video, guys. So, in this video, I'm going to talk about, as you could imagine by what I'm wearing, the weighted clothing. So, what is weighted clothing? Well, it's, as you could have guessed by the name, because I know you're all very intelligent, it's clothing or things that you wear that is weighted. You know, stuff that has some extra weights in it. So, for instance, this weighted vest right here has inside of it these little pouches. Each one of them weighs 5 pounds. It's got 5 in the front, 5 in the back, so it's a 50-pound weighted vest. So needless to say, it's not very terribly light. And if you're training for the military or you are just trying to get stronger at, say, calisthenics like push-ups and other bodyweight exercises and pull-ups, a weighted vest might be something you might want. And, you know, also going for a run with it, very good challenge, although, you know, you don't want to train exclusively with weighted clothing because then when you're not wearing it, your body's going to be a little bit confused. You're going to not have developed skills the same. So, you know, the secret is doing both. Because weighted clothing is great for developing extremely good power and explosiveness, especially weighted vests. I've seen there are weighted T-shirts out there, things like that. Now, something that was an obsession of mine when I was a little kid watching, you know, cringe as it is, anime like Naruto and Dragon Ball Z. The moment it really got me obsessed with weighted clothing in general, but that worked well for weighted vests, is in Dragon Ball Z when Goku and Piccolo were going to fight Raditz and they were both wearing weighted clothing. Their power level does a little jump when they take it off. But what really got me interested in a different piece of weighted clothing was Rock Lee. Anyone who's seen Naruto knows what I'm talking about. That moment when he's wearing ankle weights. Ankle weights are not like weighted vests because they have the downside of, you know, you have them on your ankles or you can have wrist weights, you put them on your wrist. And the downside of these is when you know, throwing punches or kicks or running or jumping, it's right on a small joint. So there's a bit too high of a risk of injury for them for you to have any meaningful amount of weight. But, you know, most ankle weights that you buy, they cost not much. And they weigh like 2.5 pounds. And, yeah, so there's that. So, you know, ankle weights or wrist weights, that scene where Rock Lee takes off his ankle weights and drops them, and they're, you know, it's a good scene. You know what I'm talking about in the Gara fight. So, I wouldn't recommend getting ankle weights, honestly, because too much of a risk of injury. And weighted clothing in general actually has been shown to have less benefits and results than what you might think compared to non-weighted training through studies. But I do believe that wearing a weighted vest in particular, when you do calisthenics to develop strength, I do believe that if strength development is your focus, it can be actually pretty useful because, well, intuitively, it makes my push-ups way, way harder. So, you know, I reach failure with much less reps than without it. So, I don't hate weighted clothing. I use it when I do planks every evening. And so, yeah. If you want to wear weighted clothing, go ahead. But keep in mind, it has limited effectiveness. But especially if you're training for the military, you want to at least get used to having big weights on your shoulders and back. Although a backpack full of weights or sand or whatever can work just as well. Well, not quite, but pretty close. Well, thank you all very much. And I'll see you all in the next video. God bless.